Lost in Dragon Ball. Chapter 22. When the gate stirs again. Every end reshapes its beginning. Every silence becomes a whisper. And some whispers open doors best left sealed. The cracks beneath stillness. The Central Spire stood taller now, rebuilt from remnants of old timelines and folded matter. A nexus of purpose in a world struggling to define itself. But beneath the stone and light, it groaned. Kael heard it first. At night, beneath her quarters, an almost imperceptible hum, like a trapped breath beneath the crust of the world. She dismissed it at first. But by the third night, it spoke her name. Not in words. In remembrance. Kael! She woke, sword drawn, sweat on her neck. Yet the room was empty. Echo stood at her door the next morning. Her eyes, glassy with sleeplessness. You heard it too. Kael didn't answer. She didn't need to. Timeless soon confirmed anomalies beneath the spire's foundations, an irregularity in the subtemporal lattice. Something was moving beneath fixed time. Not tearing it apart, but gestating. Stillness meditated above the fault line. When she emerged, her voice was flat. It remembers us. Dreams that bleed. Across the new earth, the Echoborn began dreaming the same dream. It began with an eye. Vast. Open. Blinking slowly in a sky with no stars. It watched. And when it blinked, the dreamers awoke screaming, their beds scorched, reality warped around them. One Echoborn turned to ash. Another whispered in a dead language traced back to the anomaly's first manifestation. In the west, an entire village vanished overnight. Only echotones remained, suspended in the air like music held in crystal. Trunks, Kael, Echo, and Timeless held emergency council. This isn't residue, Timeless said. It's intent. Kael clenched her fists. From what? Echo whispered. The gate. It's remembering how to open. Hunger returns. She had left months ago, wandering beyond mapped lands, searching for truths the others couldn't speak aloud. Now she returned. Her skin was cracked obsidian. Her hair had turned to starlight. And in her hands, she held a mask, white, smiling, and weeping. They met her at the crater. She dropped the mask at Kael's feet. It's his. But not from here. Trunks stepped back. Another timeline? Another version. Stillness took the mask. It vibrated in her palm, humming with ancestral dread. There are fractures, Hunger said. Places the multiverse tried to forget. They're bleeding back in. And the gate? Kael asked. Hunger nodded. It's stirring. Not from outside. From within. Seeds of divergence. In the rebuilt archives beneath the spire, Echo found a file sealed under Saitama's name. She didn't remember writing it. No one did. Yet it existed. A simple line. If I vanish, look inward. Not backward. She traced the resonance signature. It matched no known key. Not Saitama's. Not even divine. And yet, she felt him in it. That night, she sang into the temporal pillars, hoping he might hear. Instead, something else answered. A voice like static and sorrow. You left us unfinished. The pillar cracked. Kael sealed the chamber. The eye in the sky. Then the stars blinked. Literally. One by one, constellations faded, replaced by a spiraling iris of light. Astronomers called it the Watcher's Bloom. But it wasn't just visible. It was aware. Dreamers felt watched. Machines stuttered. Even the weather began mimicking patterns from lost timelines. Raining feathers in the south, burning snow in the east. Timeless gathered a task force. We need to go through. Not away. If the gate is awakening, we must find where it's anchored. They followed resonance lines, threads of memory and event distortion, leading to the oldest part of the new world, the Hollow Vale. A place that shouldn't exist, because it never had. Hollow Vale. Once there, it all made sense. The Vale was a contradiction. Trees older than time, cities buried in the sky, rivers that flowed backward through memory. And in its center, a dome of translucent crystal. Inside, a pulse. The pulse. Echo's voice broke as she approached. It's a heartbeat. Kael stepped forward. Of what? Then the dome spoke. Not in sound. In reminder. Every mind within reach flooded with visions, alternate timelines, lives not lived, choices not made. Trunks saw his father raise him. Kael saw a world where she never picked up a weapon. Echo saw Saitama, smiling. Then it stopped, and the dome opened. Inside stood a child. An Echoborn. Eyes shut. Floating. Surrounded by broken fragments of the smiling anomaly's shattered form, like guardians, like jailers. Stillness spoke. This child is the gate. The debate? They returned with the child. Conflicted. Divided. Timeless wanted to place her in a temporal stasis field. Kael wanted to teach her. Hunger suggested using her as bait. Trunks, uncharacteristically emotional, said nothing. It was Echo who spoke loudest. She's not a weapon. She's not a threat. She's a mirror. A mirror to what? Stillness asked. To the story we never finished, Echo replied. To the piece Saitama left behind. They argued for days. Until the girl woke up. And said one word. Sensei? A familiar fist. That night, the sky cracked open. A rift, not of space or time, but of narrative. And through it, something fell. Not Saitama, but his glove. Torn. Scorched. Holding within it a pulse of pure resistance. The girl reached for it. And as she did, the pulse spread, stabilizing the gate within her. For now. Kael stepped back. This isn't over. Echo nodded. It's beginning again. And far beyond stars, where the broken timelines whisper, something smiled. Not cruelly. Not kindly. But inevitably. To be continued.